super tough situation to, in my opinion, not only because of the comeback, but just because of the math. I like his chances getting 2 out of the next 3 breaks if it goes that far. Definitely momentum has changed. No doubt about that. Okay, so Efren should, I think, bank the 6. He's looking at just firstly this shot, but if you look at the 6, okay, he could bank the 6 into the 11 and go 1 rail right up into the stack and not leave anything, I think. Oh, he's got to look at the 2, excuse me. Yeah, well, you got to do this. This one's, oh, what's going to happen here with a kiss? Okay. Worked out. Could have been bad. Efren knows it. Not real happy with the delivery there. I might shoot the 8 away and just knock the 4 over and put him on the 9. Kind of draw off the 4, knock the 8 away. He could have, I don't know if Billy knows that shot, but he could have shot the 8 away a little more cut, come across the 4 and laid on the 9, kind of knock the 4 maybe 3 or 4 inches to the right of where it's at now, and really put Efren in a really touchy situation. Efren a little upset he didn't get to the rail, but I think it's going to work out for him just fine. Actually, better than maybe getting another 3 or 4 inches over. If you don't get all the way over, Billy straight back to 12 on you. Efren's looking to see. I think he needs to do this. He needs to chip the 13. Looks a little dangerous, but it's the safest shot, actually, chipping the 13 over and laying the cue ball over on the side rail. I mean, Billy, he hit it exceptionally thick, though. I mean, he should have went by the ball a little easier than that and gotten higher on the 11. That was a bit of a miss hit. He's got all the room in the world to get up. The 6 doesn't bank none of that. He wouldn't even give him a look at it, I don't think. Okay, if he gets that one down, he gave him a cut on the 13, though. But still, it was one that was worth it. I mean, Efren might do Efren here and get a bunch of balls, but you got to believe it's probably 1 at the most. And when that's the case, you're willing to give him the chance at it, because you never know what may happen here with the cue ball or the 13. Or here he could stick himself up. Get him in a bad position, which is exactly what he's in. The 1 rail kick isn't easy. 3 rail kick isn't easy. Nothing's easy. Guess he's looking at rolling the cue ball out in the stack somewhere. Tough position here. He's 3 rail kicking this ball, so he must feel like everything's clear, but it's a bouncy table. And he got a rail, but he didn't make the ball. Okay, Billy needs to set a little bit of a path here as far as getting a lot of balls. He's got a chance to get some balls. He's got the 3 and the 12. The 2 is cuttable. So here with the choices, I probably definitely look at the stack, but probably come around for the 3 and the 12 with the choices there. And he's going to come up for right where the cue ball's at now. Nothing wrong with that. Oh. He's trying to come inside the 2 ball. Looks like he's got a nice play on the 15 to play it back off the 14. Back towards his pocket. 14 is going to go up into the 8. So only getting 2. Efren's got to be happy there, and quite the opposite for Billy. He's looking at the 1. He's not taking much time. If he can bank this 1, he can come 1 rail right into the edge of the 10, and it's a pretty nice shot. And this is the type of shot, again, you got to be accurate. But it's a shot you got to develop, making these cross corners and letting the cue ball come 1 rail up into. Is he trying to kill it by the ball? Does that involve a kiss? I guess not, but hit a little high. And he knows he didn't even get by the stack. He wanted to get by the stack with the cue ball. So Billy just moved this 1. Got to be a little aware of this 7-10, I'll tell you that. I'm just kind of looking at it, and it's close to being on. You see a little bit of the angle. I'm shooting the 7 into the 10 and banking the 10 back. It's a little bit of a kamikaze shot, but it's not sitting bad. I think he's shooting it. Got a little kiss on the 15, but he's going to give up a bank on the 9 maybe, or the 2-5. A lot of options here. He could play off the 8. Oh, the 7 went in. Excuse me on the score. It's actually 2-1 Efren. Oh, no, it's not. It's 2-1 Billy. Thought we were incorrect for a second, but we had it right. So Efren's just got to soft kick this 15. Got the 12 kind of covering up the bank on the 4. So no worries there. Just soft kick the 15 and don't let him see the 8. Okay, he's looking at going up, but thing is, what's he going to shoot at if he does make this? Turned out pretty good with the cue ball both ways too. The 8 is not easy to deal with. Don't think he can kick to the bottom rail so easily. Maybe he can, but if he cue ball slowed down off the point, which really helped Billy there. If it had gotten up some, the 15 became bankable, I believe. But it kind of killed off the point, so Efren won't take no more chances here. He'll just kick this 15 away. Efren should guide off the 12 and go up and make the 3. Clip off the 12 ball, I believe. I mean, I guess you're not doing a whole lot with the shot. But he could across the 12 over to the side. The 5-4 sitting nice, not really give up much. Could pose a problem for Billy in a shot or two if he was to remove that 12. Get him up there near the 3 and put the 3 on the spot. Okay, he's not going to take any chances here. But that's touchy too, moving those away. Otherwise, you just, I guess, chip the 15 away and drop the cue ball back here on the bottom rail. I really like him playing off the 12 and going up. You don't have to move the 12 over but a foot, so this shot should be very easily executed. Yeah, like that. Now he let him get away from him, and he was worried about getting he put a lot more speed on it than I thought he would. I wouldn't have worried about the 12 so much. If it gets a foot less and you're up there on the 3, you got him in a funny spot. You want to make sure he avoided the double kiss as well. Uh-oh. 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 Oh. Not going to be happy with that. And not saying it's an easy shot, but Billy really didn't want to leave Efren anything. He just caught the 12 a little bit thick. You can tell the cue ball didn't quite get to the rail, so that tells you it was a little bit thick on the hit. All right, so Efren putting Billy in a spot here. Looks like Billy's taking a shot at this 4-ball. T-ball's going to carry him off to 7. It's going to give up some shots here. May get away with only 2. So Efren gaining the lead here. 4-2. I'm still keeping that little heat on Billy. Billy's going to look at a bank on the 1, it appears. Feels like he can elevate and slide the cue ball by the 7 and back on the backside of the 8 and the 14. Doesn't want that cue ball to grip, though, and go into the 8. Oh, he hit it great. He hit it great. What a shot. Well, Efren, a little bit of a spot. He's got to be careful here. He's kicking across it. He's so good at it, but he knows the 4-ball's coming from here. And it almost wouldn't matter where the other balls are at. I mean, Billy's just an exceptional banker and a huge favorite here. He's got a subtle little cut on the 7 here. Not sure if he can get enough on the cue ball to where he's not going into the 8. If he can, that's what he'd like to do. Otherwise, he could draw off the 8 and scratch. Okay, hit it great, it looks like. Now he's got a 10 ball. He's just got to level out, come back across the table. A little thick, just a little thick. And now at 4-4 and 8-8. We'll see if Efren looks at this combination on the 1-2. I think he's got to where he can go one rail right into the 10 with the cue ball. No, I think that's better than the bank. I think not 100%, but I think it is. He should shoot the 1-2 and shoot it at a nice medium speed where you give the 2 a real good chance, and I think you can come one rail right into the 10. I don't try to hit it soft, I don't think. Maybe. I mean, I understand you may not give up the game, but normally if you miss it here and you don't go into the 10, you're going to give up the bank or something. All right, he tried to kill it. He did pretty well. He's upset because he knows he could have won the game with that shot. He only needs 4. All right, Billy's going to try and make the 2 ball here and put him on the back of the 1, I believe. I think that's what he was looking at to begin with. Delicate here. He's got to get a lot of spin. And he got too much spin. He's going to give up a look on the 10. It's not the worst in the world, but he'd rather had him up on that 1 ball. What a shot by Efren Reyes. Shouldn't take any chance on a rail first here to try and get a bank on the 3 or anything. You just ice this ball, needing 1 to get on the hill in our first set here. Okay. He'll probably just roll the 3 up on the 5, trying to tie those up. You'll see Efren do that a lot. Oh, is he crossing this over? It's a little dangerous. I mean, things could go a little bit wrong. Like the 3 go in on the spot. You all get up or something, but it worked out good. We'll get a look at that shot. Look at this shot here on the 3-railer. Going by the 8 and 14 perfectly. Cutting the bank back and throwing it just a little bit. Now back at the live action. Billy tried to remove the 3. And the cue ball the 3 came all the way back around. Excuse me on that, but I didn't see any mistake there happening. It didn't catch the 8 and 14 when it came around and sold out the game.